It's crazy to think that 2022 is almost over. What is up, Film Geeks? My name is Trevor and welcome to my channel. 2022 is coming to a close, so you know we gotta crank out all the end of year lists. And I saw this from my buddy Chris from Filmstock's TikTok, where he gave his favorite movie from every month of the year. Shout out Chris from Filmstock for the idea. So I thought it'd be fun for a long form video talking about my favorite movie from every month of 2022. It's gonna be fun. Let me know your favorite movie from every month down below in the comments section. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Let's do this, starting with January. January is notorious for being like a really slow month for movies, so I'm gonna go with Scream. I was not the biggest fan of this movie. I was very excited about it because I love the Scream franchise. It's my favorite horror franchise. My favorite slasher and horror movie of all time is the first Scream, so I was pretty excited going into this, and I need to rewatch it. I haven't watched it since theaters, but when I was watching it in theaters, I was kind of like, this is a little bit dumb. A couple decisions they make in there, especially with getting rid of a big character, killing off one of the big OG characters. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. To this day, it still kind of holds a sour taste in my mouth, but Scream for January, I like it enough, but January is kind of a weak month. Moving on to February, Uncharted. I saw this one twice in theaters. I do not understand why this movie had so much hate. It's one of the most fun adventures I've seen in theaters in quite some time. I love Tom Holland. I love Mark Wahlberg, and they work so well together. I have not played the Uncharted game, so I went into this open-minded and had a blast. I hope we get like a franchise throughout these movies because I loved Uncharted. Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg killed it. A great fun adventure. Like, well, why did this movie get so much hate? Let me know why. If you didn't like this movie, let me know down below. We're gonna argue about it. Moving on to March, easily still one of the top 5 best movies of the year, The Batman. This time of year, back in March, like this was one of the best times of year for movie fans. I remember the Batman promo was coming out left and right, and everyone was excited about it. I'm vengeance. Saw this movie 2 times in theaters. I watched it again at home. I absolutely love The Batman. Still holds up, top 5 of the year, no doubt. Moving on to April, a movie that I was kind of struggling to get into in the beginning because I have not seen any of Robert Eggers' work, but The Northman is probably a top 15 favorite movie of the year for me. This movie just is dope as all hell, and it is Viking epic, and The Northman didn't do enough at the box office. I definitely thought more people should have gone to see it, but also this movie is a little bit different. They market it as an action heavy story, and it's more like of a character story in a little bit, a guy coming out to revenge. It's not all action. All the scenes you see in the trailer are all like the action scenes that are in the movie. So it's a 2.5-hour movie, maybe 25-30 minutes of action, and a lot of people were expecting just a gory, bloody, Braveheart type action movie, and we didn't get that. So I think that's why a lot of people were disappointed. I really like The Northman, top 15 of the year, no doubt. Moving on to May, not a movie of the year, it's the damn movie of the year, Top Gun Maverick. I've seen this movie 8 times. I saw it 3 times in theaters, and I bought it on digital, and I own it on Steelbook. I love everything about this movie. It is a 5 out of 5, one of my favorite damn movies of all time. I've talked about this movie enough, but I'll probably watch it one more time before the year's up. I absolutely love it. Moving on to June. June was my toughest choice because there's Elvis, which I absolutely love, top 10 of the year for me. But then there's also Hustle with Adam Sandler, another top 10 of the year for me. And I'm giving Hustle the slightest edge because of how this movie made me feel. I think Elvis is probably the better made movie, and I'm hoping Austin Butler wins the Academy Award for Best Actor. But Adam Sandler's Hustle is just an inspiring, awesome sports movie about one of my favorite sports in basketball. And I love the Sandman, and he kills it in this movie. It's funny, it's inspirational, it's like a dramedy. Seeing all these young stars in here and Adam Sandler playing ball with them and being in the NBA world, I love that. It was literally like 30 to 40 NBA cameos, and they all did really well. I cannot wait to watch the movie again. July, nope. I saw this movie twice, and the first time I really enjoyed it. Second time, didn't enjoy it as much, but I definitely still like it. I want Jordan Peele to go more like that horror route like he did with Get Out and Us, but I still do like Nope. It makes your brain hurt a little bit and everything he's trying to throw at you, and Jordan Peele is very good behind the camera, probably one of my favorite working directors. I think he's 3 for 3, and Nope is my least favorite of his movies, but I still enjoy the hell out of it. I would say top 20 of the year. August, going with Bullet Train. I heard a lot of people were just absolutely hating on this movie, and I saw this on a whim like the last day of August, and I'm so glad I did. I've watched it a couple more times since then. It's the most fun movie I've had watching this year. Literally just a fun time. If you don't like this movie, I believe you don't like fun, because it is action-packed, literally starts immediately. It is absolutely hilarious, and there's lots of twists and turns in there, and a lot of great celebrity cameos from Ryan Reynolds to, you got Channing Tatum, Michael Shannon, and some great celebrity cameos in there, and Brad Pitt, he kills it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, they played the Tangerine and Lemon. They're freaking hilarious in this movie. Just works so well. And if we got a Bullet Train sequel, sign me up because I'm there. September, top 3 of the year for me, The Woman King. This is easily the best hand-to-hand comedy I've ever seen in a movie ever. Viola Davis, Lashana Lynch, a amazing cast, and they just deliver. This is the type of movie I think everyone expected The Northman to be. An action-packed, sword-fighting, heavy movie, because that's exactly what The Woman King is. It's inspiring. I had chills. I almost cried. You get so attached to these characters. There's bravery, heroism, betrayal, everything you could want in a movie like this, and it delivers. Did decent at the box office, not good enough for me. I absolutely love this movie. If you have not seen The Woman King, of all these movies, if you haven't seen any of them, I recommend The Woman King the most, because I'm just gonna assume you saw Top Gun Maverick, okay? October, this movie's the biggest surprise of the year for me. Halloween Ends, because I was expecting to hate this movie because I do not like Halloween Kills at all, and 2018's Halloween is not my favorite. But Halloween Ends was everything and more I could have wanted with a horror movie, because it wasn't truly focused on Michael Myers, and I think that's also one of his biggest problems, that Corey, the killer in this movie, should have been introduced in 2018's Halloween for being the last movie in the Halloween franchise. I think it should have been definitely Michael Myers, but I liked having a different slasher in there. The kills are absolutely brutal. Michael Myers and Corey, 2 slashers in this movie. It was a great showdown. I had so much fun with it. I did a movie reaction for us. You can check it out up here. When that kid got pushed off the stairwell, I'm a sadistic person. I laughed, but I was also like, wow, that sucked me in real quick. November was an iffy month for movies. I wasn't a big fan of lots of movies I saw, but Black Panther Wakanda Forever is a movie I saw twice, and I loved it equally both times. This movie is just everything and more I could want in a Marvel movie. It definitely has gone down a little bit for me on rewatch, and when the more I think about it, it does go down just a little bit, but I still love this movie. A top 10 of the year for me, a top 10 MCU movie for that matter. This movie gave me everything and more I could have wanted. Honoring the legacy of Chadwick Boseman, but really setting up the future of the character of Black Panther. This movie worked on every single level. Ryan Coogler delivered, and Namor was absolutely dope. And Riri Williams, I cannot wait for the Ironheart series because she was my favorite part about this movie. And last up, heading to December, I've only seen a couple movies from this month, but I'm going with Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Knives Out 2, if you want to call it that. I saw this movie actually back in November, Thanksgiving weekend, when it came out early in theaters, but it's a December release. Comes to Netflix December 23rd, and everything I could have wanted for a Knives Out sequel, this movie gave me. And while I'm being quite honest, this movie did not have me on board the first 30 minutes. I was really confused as to where the hell this movie was going to go. But there's a mystery inside a mystery with this movie. Janelle Monáe is absolutely fantastic. I think she's one of the best parts about this movie. Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. It's a donut's hole inside a donut's hole. Is absolutely perfect. I want more Benoit Blanc in my life. I'm hoping we get more of these sequels later in the future. And Edward Norton, this entire cast, it just works so well, and I love the mystery inside the mystery. And when there's a big reveal halfway through the movie, jaw hit the floor, and I was truly sucked in. Definitely took a little bit of time to get there, but once it did, I absolutely loved it. Let me know your favorite movie from every month of the year so far. Let me know all that down below in the comments. And hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Lots of videos coming up, and a lot of end of the year list, which I'm excited about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.